Good morning, my little coffee beans, and welcome to Madeline's Life Management. Today we're going to be talking about the psychology of colors, more specifically, the psychology of you wearing these colors and people's perception of you in the color. All right, so let's get started. So I want to start with the color red. Now, red actually does a few interesting things. First of all, when we see red, it speeds up our heart rate. And because of that, it spikes blood pressure and our breathing speeds up. Now, wearing red is associated with sexual attraction. So if you have a date night, there's a reason that Valentine's Day is red, and a lot of night things are red and stuff like that. So if you have a fun date coming up and you if my husband and I are planning on going on sometimes I'll think about what I'm gonna wear and I decide to wear red. Red is also a wonderful color to wear if you would like to be noticed. So when we walk into a room, our eyes go to red. It also goes to attractive people and food. But red is the color that we'll gravitate towards. Now, purple to this day is associated with wealth. Why this is because purple dye costs so much money because it was made by crushing the shells of hard to attain snails. So that is why only the richest people were able to afford purple clothing. Now, black is one of my all-time favorites, and this is because it does actually make you look thinner. It also is associated with power. So who knew when you wanted to look, good, you were also power tripping. And now white you have to be careful with. White has different cultural significance, but in our culture, it really exudes purity and innocence and sometimes good. Now it's the opposite in a few other cultures, but in our culture, that's what it's telling people. Have you ever wondered why pink is known as a feminine color? Well, it's actually because the color pink, seeing the color pink, lowers testosterone in males. I know, I learned this a few years ago and I thought it was just so interesting because I always just thought that they're oh yeah, girls are pink, guys are blue. I didn't know there was any kind of scientific significance to that finding. So that's kind of interesting. If you want to lower someone's testosterone, just cover walls in pink. So green is a color that we actually see as untrustworthy people wearing. So if we see someone in green, we're a little bit less likely to trust them, which is interesting because green is also seen as a soothing color, especially as it is seen in nature. Green, I don't know, I love a dark green. And I didn't find anything that talked about light green as opposed to dark green, but maybe dark green is more warm and calming and light green is more untrustworthy. I'm not sure. I was surprised by that finding, especially because I love the neutral light colors. Now, babies cry when they see yellow, and why this is because yellow is the most visible to us. We can see yellow from the greatest distance, and this is why a lot of road signs are yellow. Now, blue is my favorite color, and I'm sure it is many others because when you look at the color blue, your body releases calming chemicals. Blue is seen as loyal and trustworthy and obviously calming. Thank you so much for watching this video on the psychology of colors and wearing colors, and I'll see you in my next video.